Hey everyone, welcome to another live video. Today we'll be speaking about hoarding. And I know there's a show on television called Hoarders where people are insane about hoarding. They have homes filled with stuff, so much so that there's barely any space to move, there's rats everywhere and things like that, right? I'm not talking about that kind of hoarding in this video because obviously I think there can be different spectrums on the hoarding scale. But I've noticed a tendency in me. For example, I'll just give you a really simple example. I use this natural soap in order to, take a bath every single day, and I noticed that it was kind of getting to the point where it was getting to be. I think there's maybe a couple of weeks left of soap in that little bar. It's a soap bar, and so I think it was this thick before, and now it's like halfway. So there's a little bit of it left, and I think I have still 2 weeks of use left in it. But in my mind, instantaneously, as soon as I get to that halfway point or beyond it, or a little bit close to it, I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm going to run out of soap, I'm not going to have soap to take a shower, I'm going to be really dirty, I'm going to stink, everyone's going to hate me, I need to go buy soap right now, and I need to buy 4 packets of it, so I never run out ever again, or 5 packets, or 10 packets. And that thought process in my head runs automatically. I don't even think about it. Consciously, these thoughts run into my head, and I think to myself, yes, I should go buy 10 packets of soap and just keep it in my house. This is just one of the different things I do. This is just soap. I'm talking of in terms of bags, clothes, lip balm, moisturizer, coconut oil, food, water, everything that I purchase, everything that I use on a daily basis. I have this hoarding thing in me where it says, no, you should just buy 1 billion packets of it right now because then you'll never run out and then you'll never have to worry about it again. Same thing with food. I have this tendency where I have this scarcity mindset, I guess, where I think to myself, oh my god, I should keep some food in the fridge. What if there are no vendors that are open and I can never get food again and I'm going to starve to death and I'm going to die and all that stuff, right? I think it's a mentality that has been kind of ingrained in Westerners. So Western cultures have this tendency to buy a lot of stuff, because I guess what happens is that we think that, okay, we don't have time to go to the grocery store every single day or every week and all that stuff. We want to kind of buy a bunch of stuff and then leave it in the fridge and then have it for a couple of weeks so we don't have to go back and forth. We don't have time, we'd rather sit at home, it's too cold outside, I don't want to drive after I go to work, all that stuff, right? So what we do is we go to Costco, which is one of those big box stores, and we buy $500 worth of stuff, big packets of things that can last us for months and months on end, so we never have to worry about it. When my mom goes to Costco, she gets these packets of body lotion, so 3 in a pack, 4 in a pack, so it'll last her a bunch of time. Same thing with sunscreen, same thing with coconut oil or coconut water, whatever it might be. You get it in big packs, and then you kind of keep it, and you store it in the basement, in the cold room, which is there for that purpose. And then you never have to worry about it you don't have to worry about it for a few months, right? Or there's a really good deal on it and you just want to get on it. But in Chiang Mai or in Asia in general, first of all, the space I have in this apartment is not conducive to me storing a lot of stuff in here. So I can't buy things in bulk anyways. That's just not possible. I could store it in certain areas, but it would be really cluttered. This place it's a studio apartment, so I don't really want to clutter it too much either. So that in that way it doesn't work. But also, people here do not hoard things. They don't hoard food, they don't hoard water, they don't hoard anything because they don't have to. They can get up every single morning and any time of day there'll be a food stall open for them to get whatever they want. There'll be the farmer's market open for them to get any food they want. There'll be the water machines for them to get water anytime. Soap they can get at any point. I mean, they don't have to hoard because every single day they're walking around and they can grab something quickly and it's open all the time. I guess also they don't have the space for it because I've noticed that the Thai homes are really tiny. They don't spend a lot of time at home either. They're always walking around, roaming around and all that stuff, so they can always get these things on hand that way. But there is not this mentality of scarcity where they're not thinking to themselves, oh my god, I have to get this because I don't want to go back to the grocery store again. Because they know they're going to be walking around every single day anyways, and they're on their scooter, they see something, they just stop, they grab it, and then they go again on their scooter and they go off on their way again. Same thing with me. I'm always walking around. I'm always in places where I can get all of these different things that I want. So there's no point in time where I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to spend a week at home, not go anywhere because it's so cold outside, because it's not. And so I'm always outside. I'm always getting things. I can always get that soap whenever I want because I got it from 7-Eleven, I think. I'm not sure now. But I got it from a store really close by to me. And so I know if any point my soap runs out, I can just literally go downstairs and grab soap and come back up again, right? And is that really a disaster? Really, in my mind, I make it out to be a disaster. But is that really a disaster if I run out of soap and I don't wash myself with soap for a day? Is that going to be such a big deal that I need to panic about it a month in advance, 2 weeks in advance? Really, is that how much of a crazy scarcity mindset I have, or a hoarding mindset? And so these kind of thoughts, I'm just sharing them with you because I really love thinking about these topics. It really gives me feedback. I'm constantly thinking about, okay, what is going on in my mind? How do I think? How do I process this world that I'm in? And it can be really interesting to watch your mind and the way it thinks, because it can be really scary sometimes how all of these subconscious thoughts are just tumbling around in your head without any control, no control that you have over them, and they're just insane. If you talk to yourself or you listen to yourself, you would literally think you're an insane human. I thought when I was going through all those thoughts about soap that I am literally going insane. How can I have all these thoughts about soap that does not run out, that I can get at any point, that I'm so attached to for some reason? So I really wanted to share this with you, and I just want to hear from you guys as well. Do you guys have this kind of thought process running in your head? What is that about? If you guys have any insights at all, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys next time around. Bye for now.